Hi, and welcome to the podcast. This week, we've got the lovely Roxy with us, and she's going to be talking to you all about cruising with a baby. Is it possible? What can you do? What kind of things do you need to think about before taking your baby on a cruise? So, Roxy, welcome to the podcast.
Thanks, Martin. It's great to be here today. I'll be sharing lots of info and tips about taking a baby on a cruise. So you've heard all the horror stories about cruising with a baby, the sleepless nights, the constant crying, and the exhaustion of trying to keep them entertained. It can seem like an uphill struggle. I mean, how do you even begin to entertain a child on a cruise ship? But it doesn't have to be as hard as people make it out to be. With some preparation and planning, taking your baby on a cruise can actually be amazing for the whole family. One thing to think about before booking a cruise is the type of ship you choose. Most large cruise ships have nurseries and special activities specifically tailored to children. So if your baby is under 3 years old, this is probably the best option for you. However, some smaller cruise ships may have more limited options, and you'll need to do your research to make sure you're choosing the right one. So firstly, the most important question, is there a minimum age to bring a baby on a cruise? Even the youngest of your little ones can accompany you on most cruise lines. Most family-friendly ships permit babies as young as 6 months old. MSC cruises have no minimum age for sailing. However, there are a few exceptions on cruises with quite a few sea days, and extra age restrictions might apply. I can already hear you asking, so what are the best cruise lines for babies? Disney Cruise Line, Norwegian Cruise Line, and Royal Caribbean are 3 of the most family-friendly. On most of these ships, you'll find on-board nurseries that provide childcare services for babies as young as 6 months old. Other cruise lines, such as P&O, Princess Cruises and Celebrity Cruises, also provide childcare services for younger travelers. I'll be telling you more about each of these a bit later, so stay tuned. But which cruises should you avoid with a baby? Firstly, some cruise lines or ships don't allow any kids. Secondly, avoid any cruise line that doesn't have childcare facilities on board. You don't want to be stuck without anything for the kids while you enjoy adult time. Also avoid cruises without child-friendly activities or areas. These may not provide enough entertainment for your little ones. Also avoid party cruises. These are full of people just there to let their hair down and not very baby-friendly. Virgin Voyages is an example of a party and adults-only cruise line, so you'll have to leave your little ones at home while you have fun. Likewise, P&O Cruises and MSC both have shorter party cruises lasting 2 or 3 nights, usually from Southampton. Speak to one of our cruise team who can help you avoid these types of cruises. Let's talk cabins. What cabin is best for a family when cruising with a baby? Well, a family cabin on many cruise lines usually means slightly bigger rooms and also closer to the kids' clubs. Sometimes you can be there in about a minute, which is pretty handy. The same applies to whether to book an inside or balcony cabin. If you want your little ones to be able to sleep whilst you enjoy a glass of wine or some room service, it might be worth splashing out on a balcony cabin. If you're traveling with older kids too, check out interconnecting cabins. These let your kids have their own room connected to yours. It's a great way of giving everyone more space and privacy. No matter what type of cabin you choose, make sure to bring along some items from home. This can include a sound machine, extra blankets, and any special toys that your little one loves. Now, one of the things I love to do on holiday is spend time in and around the pool. It feels great soaking up the sun in the pool, but can you take a baby into the pool? Cruise ships usually restrict babies and toddlers who are not potty trained from entering the pools. Nonetheless, some offer family-friendly services that let kids in swim nappies to enjoy designated swimming areas. Many cruise ships have swimming pools specifically designed for toddlers too. These might have a baby splash zone, splash pads, and shallow water play areas. These are perfect for your little ones to splash around in and cool down on those hot days. If you're cruising with a baby that's under 3 years old, they may be able to use the main pool too, but you'll need to check with your cruise guru as some have restrictions on usage. Now, on to one of my favorite parts of cruising, the food. Most cruise lines offer a variety of baby foods, so you should check with your cruise line what they have. If you prefer to bring your own baby food, make sure it is properly sealed and stored safely in your cabin. Many cruise lines allow babies to join their parents in the main dining room, and they even offer special menus and baby food too. There are also some ships that have family-friendly restaurants, which can be a great option if you want to dine with your baby in a more casual setting. Cruising with a baby doesn't mean you can't go and have a romantic meal. If you're thinking about going to a specialty restaurant, one of my tips is to feed your baby at the buffet or elsewhere first. If they come with you later, you don't have to feed them. Or this might be a good time to take advantage of any kids' clubs for the evening. Let's head into port now. Generally, babies can go on most shore excursions. This will mainly depend on what it entails. There may also be minimum ages for some excursions too. There's a desk on board dedicated to just shore excursions, and the team can help you too. When you're cruising with a baby, you need to consider what you'll do when you're in a cruise port. You don't always have to go ashore too. It's a nice time to relax and enjoy the cruise ship when it's a bit quieter. So I want to give you my thoughts about some of the cruise lines. Disney Cruise Line is one of the most family-friendly cruise lines out there and is one of the best cruises you can take with your baby. On board, you can find several nurseries and playrooms for babies and toddlers, as well as plenty of children's activities to keep them entertained, including meeting Disney characters. Plus, Disney Cruise Line also offers a night nursery service for babies ages 6 months and up. These nurseries are staffed with experienced attendants that can provide fun activities and care while you enjoy your nights out on board. Norwegian Cruise Line is another great cruise line for families traveling with babies and young children. Their ships offer a range of infant-friendly amenities, such as child-safe seating in their restaurants, cribs or cots in rooms, changing tables in bathrooms, and several on-board nurseries staffed by qualified caregivers. In addition, Norwegian Cruise Line offers evening babysitting services for a nominal fee. I think this is great as it gives parents the freedom to enjoy their evenings on board without worrying about their baby. If you're sailing with older children and sharing the same room, it's worth taking the free at sea upgrade. There are some cruise ships that are better than others for babies. Speak with one of our cruise gurus who'll be able to help you find the perfect baby cruise ship. MSC Cruises is another cruise line that caters well to children. Many of the MSC ships have a range of facilities for families with young children, such as nurseries, playrooms, pools, water parks, and kids clubs. You can also find plenty of fun activities on board MSC vessels designed just for kids. If you're traveling with older children as well as a baby, MSC could be a great option. Some of their best cruises are available from Southampton. It saves you the extra cost and hassle of flying. I like just driving down and getting on the ship without the hassle of flying with my kid. Celebrity Cruises offer a range of facilities for babies and young children. Plus, Celebrity Cruises also offer babysitting services so parents can enjoy some time away from their little ones. On selected ships, you can also take advantage of the onboard nurseries where experienced caregivers will look after your baby while you explore the ship. They also have some great cruises from Southampton too. P&O Cruises are great for babies and cater to families looking for a cruise experience with an infant. On board, you can find a range of amenities such as cribs or cots in rooms and changing tables in bathrooms. Most cruises depart from Southampton, so there's no need to fly too. Be sure to take advantage of the night nursery at the Reef. It's open from 6 p.m. until 2 a.m. and is available for children ages 6 months up to 4 years old. It's a lifesaver for me as I like to go out in the evening and don't want to be stuck in the cabin. For ages 6 months to 2 years old, a quiet place is created to let them sleep. With your little one being carefully supervised in a quiet environment, you can rest assured that they're in good hands. Meanwhile, take advantage of this time to savor the spectacular dining and nightlife options. Parents are given beepers just in case their baby wakes up. If you're looking for a cruise for the whole family, then Royal Caribbean could be the perfect option. Cruising with your baby has been made simple and stress-free thanks to Royal Babies. This is for ages 6 to 36 months. The program offers a selection of age-appropriate activities and toys, all hosted by trained youth staff. If you're traveling with older kids, Royal Caribbean offers the Kids Adventure Ocean program, which caters to children of all ages. Teens can also join the Adventure Ocean program, where they can take part in a range of activities and make new friends. Activities and facilities do vary from ship to ship though, so it's best to check before booking. Let's bust one big cruising myth. Is the ship going to be full of baby-hating people? No, absolutely not. Every cruise ship is different and aimed at a variety of people. If you think cruises are all stuffy suits and retired people, think again. We call this the Titanic effect. It's when first-time cruisers think you'll be just like in the film Titanic. Strict dress codes, cigars and champagne in a stuffy atmosphere. The reality is far from that. Cruise ships today are full of fun, modern activities, and there's something for everyone. You'll be surprised at how many like-minded people you meet on board, regardless of age. Cruise lines are catering to younger travelers and families with babies more now than ever, so you'll find plenty of fun-loving people on board. In fact, while your baby will be the cutest on board, they won't be the only one. You'll find plenty of other babies and children enjoying their time on the ship. Do baby monitors work on a cruise ship? Yes, in fact, a low-volume baby monitor is a great way to keep tabs on sleeping babies while you and your partner enjoy some adult time on the balcony. Just make sure to bring along extra batteries for any wireless device. Also avoid any baby monitors that require Wi-Fi, as this can be very expensive. Here's one of my top tips. You don't have to leave your cabin to eat great food. Room service is great for busy parents, as you can order meals, snacks, baby food and drinks without leaving your cabin. It's also a great way to keep the little one happy, especially if they're overwhelmed by the hustle and bustle of the cruise ship. A happy baby means happy parents. I usually order room service a few times on my cruise and enjoy it on the balcony. No one brings me food when I'm at home, so I take advantage of dining in my room. We know you've got your hands full with your little one and probably don't have much time or energy to trawl the internet looking for a family cruise ship. That's why we at Rock the Boat are here to help you. With our years of cruise experience, our team can help you find the best family-friendly cruises for your baby. We'll take into account the length of the cruise, onboard facilities and activities, and safety ratings, so you can relax knowing that everything has been taken care of. And before you say, isn't it more expensive and more hassle to use a travel agent? It's not at all. In fact, using a travel agent like Rock the Boat makes planning your cruise easy and affordable. We have access to exclusive deals on cruises, so you can get the best prices available. And the best part is, you won't pay a penny more than booking directly with the cruise lines. This is because cruise lines pay us to help you book your perfect cruise. That's a pretty sweet deal for you. So you can either do everything yourself, spend hours on hold and speak to a different person every time, and lose the will to live, or have your own personal cruise guru who'll help you all the way through, from finding and booking, right up until you get home. I know which one I'd pick, having a baby to look after. To find out more, please visit rocktheboat.travel. That's Rock the Boat, all one word, .travel. contact us via the website and one of our cruise team will be very happy to help you. Well, thanks for listening, and I hope you've got lots of hints and tips. If you have, please can you do me a favor and leave us a review or rating? And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of our other episodes. For now, thanks for listening.